Hi everyone, it's Sam from Sitemate. A site diary is a record of what happened on site on a particular day or shift, used to track progress over time and function as evidence, in the event that there was a dispute or a disagreement of some description. So in this video, we're going to be looking at how you can organize your daily diary records in Dashpivot and extract information visually and automatically for things like tracking plant hours, labor hours, productivities, things like that. And of course, this is very different to recording daily records using traditional methods like Word, Excel, physical booklets, things like that, where obviously the process is very manual. It's not standardized. Sometimes the data will be inconsistent. It's not legible. It's hard to find, or it will get lost. And that's what we're solving with Dashpivot. We're removing all of these problems that come with recording information using traditional methods. So I'll get stuck in. So inside of Dashpivot, once we've set up our daily diary template, we can come across here and click the Add Diary button. And you'll see here that obviously this is a template that's already been set up. I can come in here and select the date. I can start to fill out some of these fields. We can add photo records to this particular diary if we need to, so I can click Add Photos. I can select some of the photos that we've previously uploaded already. I'll just add those there. A note on this, you can also do this using the mobile app, so you can open that up and take a photo directly while you're actually filling out this form if you're doing it on the mobile device. Obviously, as we fill this out on the website, it's a little bit different. As we continue through, you'll see that we've got some larger sort of text fields, maybe for shift activities, maybe it's continued earthworks along eastern edge, something like that. Safety enviro issues, none so far, so we'll just put NA. And you'll see that we can set up some, or in this example, we've got some tables set up for tracking labor hours, plant hours, equipment, and materials. So we can go ahead and add some line items for each of these. We can plug in the start and end date, start and end time, the hours, cost code, things like that, and we can add multiple lines if we need to. That's quite straightforward, quite easy to do. As we continue down the document, you'll see that at the bottom there's a space for a sign off. So if I'm the supervisor, I can come in here and click sign. It'll stamp my signature on there along with the date and time. And once I'm happy with it, I can hit save. So that document has now been created, that form. I can go ahead and open it up again if I need to and make any changes. And one of the handy features that we've built inside of Dashpivot is the ability to clone forms. So it's especially useful in the case of diaries where 80 to 90% of the content is the same every day. There's only that 10-15% of it that changes. So we've built in a clone feature. So you're able to click on this button here. It will clone the document. All of the fields will stay the same except for signatures. And what I can do is I can come in, change the date. Maybe I'm working in a different location now. Change any of these fields. Remove the photos from yesterday, and we can add new ones if we'd like, etc., etc. And we can fill that out. Once we're happy with that, you'll now see that we've got those two records there. Over time, you'll end up with something that looks more like this, where you've got your records stored chronologically, day by day, since the beginning of the project. We can display this information as a register as well, so I'll just click register, and you'll see that we've got all of that information stored here. What's interesting in using the register view is it's similar to Excel in that we can apply some filters. So maybe I only want to see the diaries from zone 1 as an example. We can apply a filter there and find the information relatively quickly. We can also make a selection of some of these forms. Maybe we want to export them into Excel as a CSV file, or we want to download the forms or export it, the register, as a PDF. We've got some options there that exist. The other thing that I would say is that once we've got all of this data coming in, because it's in a digital format, we can start to extract that information and display it visually using the analytics section, which we have set up inside of Dashpivot. So what we're doing here is we're basically just pulling the information from our site diary template, from these fields, and we're just plotting that information over time. And you can use that to track, in this case, things like labor hours. We can also track things like plant hours, quantities of materials. You could track production rates, all sorts of things. The types of information which is derived from your site diary template. So that just about sums up this video. If you want to get started with a site diary template, you can create your own from scratch, or you can use one that we've got set up within our free public template library. If you go to the template section, add a new template, and choose to select from the free public library, you can get started with the template that I showed you today. And that's really how you can improve the way that you capture and analyze your site diary records with Dashpivot.